Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Adam RPG with me, Bring It On. Let's go in here and talk to this interesting fellow. You suddenly feel that somebody is watching you. The feeling is so intense that it gives you the heebie-jeebies. Look around. It's pretty hard to see in the dim and dusty little room. You squint and scan the room with your eyes. Something suddenly draws your attention. Yes, in the small window, a man's silhouette looms. Who's there? Nobody answers. You adjust your sight better and start to distinguish a human shape watching you. It's a gaunt old man with a thick, overgrown beard. He is dressed in dirty tatters, and what appears to be the body parts of a giant ant mutants. That picture. The man wears a severed ant head as a kind of helmet. Two unfocused and wild fiery eyes look upon you from under the sharp jaw. An ant shell protects his body like a medieval cuirass. The strange watcher holds in both hands ant legs or ant feelers, the ends of which are directed at you. Finally, the raspy voice of strange man breaks the silence of the strange man. Ant Gavrilov is asking himself a question. What is the thing in front of him? Ant, rat, or human? Human. The man puts the feelers out in front of him and begins to move them like pointers. Finally, he nods with satisfaction and lowers his hands. The answer is correct. A chemical composition is identical to human. The same with appearance. Ant Gavrilov recognized himself looking at human before rebirth. Man, did you happen to be an Adam employee? Ant Gavrilov is not. Ant Gavrilov is confused by this question, because doesn't understand what this human is talking about. Perhaps Gavrilov the ant can discuss other topics the human is interested in. Who or what are you? Ant Gavrilov. Before the rebirth, Ant Gavrilov was just Gavrilov, Konstantin, Mikhailovich. Yep, it was Ant Gavrilov's patronymic. Gavrilov worked as a main engineer in Bunker 317. And what do you mean by this rebirth? Ant Gavrilov's brain experienced some alterations, which changed the Ant Gavrilov's speech manner, also forced Ant Gavrilov into considering himself as an ant. Here it is, the rebirth. I see, I have another question. Ant Gavrilov is waiting for your question. Did a squad of troops pass by here? Ant Gavrilov indeed has seen the big squad of humans recently. They entered the bunker laboratory by breaking down the first door and blowing up the second one. Ant Gavrilov did not follow them after that, but he heard gunfire. Fewer people have left from here than came in before. Ant Gavrilov suspects some disagreement in the troop has led to a conflict. Ant Gavrilov haven't contacted the squad because it had been scared. Then can I ask another question? I'm doubtful, of course. Have you heard any rumors? Ant Gavrilov heard that the nuclear bombing happened, but Ant Gavrilov is not sure this is still important. Yes, that's old news. I have another question. Tell me about this bunker. Ant Gavrilov doesn't know why this bunker was built, but Ant Gavrilov has own suspicions. Ant Gavrilov supposes some experiments were carried out here to invent a new type of weapon, or to improve the old ones. Ant Gavrilov has the vague impression that these giant ants living in the structure appeared here as a result of these experiments, but it's only my wild guesses. Listen, can you help me somehow with the bunker? Human perhaps noticed a lot of working systems here should be broken by now. Ant Gavrilov keeps himself busy, barely repairing equipment to stay alive. Besides, Ant Gavrilov knows codes to many bunker doors. The first door key to the laboratory, 4334. The second door is already useless because human squad passed here earlier, blew up at the entry. Considering the opportunity that human most likely is interested in is finding human's troop, it could help. Thanks, can I ask you another question? I have no questions anymore. Ant Gavrilov does not mind speaking more. Ant Gavrilov is hungry for a chance to talk. But listen, you're a human. The human is wrong. Ant Gavrilov is an ant. Ant Gavrilov was indeed human once, but this time has long passed. Wait, how did you become an ant? It's impossible. Ant Gavrilov went through a rebirthing process. Aunt Gavrilov's brain experienced some alterations, which changed Aunt Gavrilov's speech manner, and also forced Gavrilov into considering himself as an ant. But this rebirth didn't make Gavrilov into a real ant. No, it didn't. But to admit it, to accept it, this would mean that Aunt Gavrilov wasted this time sitting underground for about 20 years. He missed the sunlight and he missed the society, for nothing. And this is a hard truth to swallow for Aunt Gavrilov. Now, the surface world isn't exactly rainbows and butterflies nowadays. You didn't miss a lot. But now a guy with your skills is in about as much demand as clean water. The man raises his eyes to you. They're full of hope. Is Human sure? Aunt Gavrilov is a little afraid, but nevertheless, I'm ready to risk it. Thank you, Human, for opening Aunt Gavrilov's eyes. Even if Gavrilov's destiny is to die in this dangerous and bloodthirsty world, it's worth it anyway. Be careful out there. Good luck. Alright, so we'll actually see him later. Now that we have Red Fighter unlocked. I don't think that you need any specific upgrade to Red Fighter for him to appear. But he will... Oh wait, I didn't explore his little room, did I? But he will show up at Red Fighter later on. Same with Dunya and Sasha. I had gone to go try and manually recruit Dunya and Sasha, but they will show up at Red Fighter after a certain point in the abandoned factory quest line. So you don't have to do anything with them, and they'll just appear later on as well. Ton of food. I forget, does he have the canned food? Alright, let's put some of that in his inventory. Is he over encumbered? He is. Shoot. Alright, better idea. Hexogen is not carrying his own weight. Literally and figuratively. Alright. So if we can't finish exploring this bunker, I have a hard time talking. I'm very tired. I had to get the standard amount of sleep last night. So my commentary might be a little stunted. And done. Perfect. Hey! I was wondering when that was going to happen. Why is there a spoon in the showers? Somebody eating soup in the shower or something? Alright. So I need to get my speechcraft up first and foremostly. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That might be... Hey! Alright. So now if I equip a shield... Well, I can't because I'm almost over-encumbered. So never mind. I can't even do it. Alright, let's divvy up our inventory once again. Where is my waste paper? That's a Fidel. So I know I'm lugging a lot of it around. 25, weighs 7. Yeah, let's give it to Hexogen for now. A lot of good stuff in here. Can I inspect this? No. Alright, cool. Just want to make sure there's no like syringes laying around on the tables or anything. Oops. Embarrassing if I didn't kill that in one turn. See, the first attack only did 9 damage. He had 10 health after the after that. I could have done 9 damage again and not killed a rat in one turn. Okay, how much more of the bunker do we have to explore? Not a ton. The door's been open lately. Why was it closed again? So I think this is the one that's 4334. Some more medicine. Nothing else of note in here. I think we get the scanner in this bunker as well. The scanner kind of works like the Alt key and how it highlights things around you to see what you can interact with, but I think it has an improved range. I think that's it right there. Take the scanner. It has to be equipped, of course, but when you equip it... And it's like, the effect of it is just really cool. Cool to watch. At the very least, it's highlighting what's right beside me. But it's not highlighting these guys all the way over here, even though it's going over them. But it does highlight that as well. Where if I take this off, hold the Alt key, this is out of range. But also, it wasn't highlighting this. That's interesting that it highlights this and not that. Maybe because this doesn't have anything in it. Yeah, that's empty. So, that, yeah, maybe it just shows you what actually has stuff inside of it and what doesn't. Never noticed that little detail before. Anyway, a bunch of dead people. These are Atom operatives. They were killed by automatic weapons. Maybe we could search their bodies for clues. And some money. Mysterious talisman. A crude representation of something resembling a mushroom, made from scrap metal. That's interesting. It's a map to Krasno. Did you find anything interesting? What can you tell me about this trinket? Show the mysterious charm you found on the murdered expedition member. Fidel examines the item with interest, and finally smirks, surprised. Strange. I expected something more puzzling. What do you mean? Tell me what you know. This is very odd, but do you know who wears such charms around here? A group that is well known to us both. The Mushroom Cult, or the Mycelium. What do you know about them? You know about them as much as I do. They call themselves a philosophical movement, scientific and educational organization, a charity, and other nice words. In reality, they're a bunch of occult, esoteric, syncretic types. Short version, a cult. I never regarded them as a threat, since they look like complete idiots. However, they clearly have money. Well, what do you think? Are they named for a mushroom cloud or a fungus? No idea. Their logo looks like a mushroom, but which one? It's a tricky question, although I'm sure they'd be happy to talk about the symbolism if you asked. I'm curious. Well, what shall we do now? We need to gather more information. Maybe their assignments will lead us to the answers we seek. Or we could contact a source I know. He's most likely in the casino, on a barge in the old city port. Although he does charge a lot for information. We tried talking to him earlier, but he wouldn't tell us anything because we didn't have any information we needed from him. But I could persuade him to give us a discount. Alright, Fidel, let's hit the road then. Another one of these talismans. I don't remember if they sell for anything. They might not be worth grabbing. Grab this map as well. It's actually called a... yeah, map of the area the city of Krasno is circled. Yes, I can't interact with these tubes, but you can see people in there. The question on whether or not it's a fungus or a nuclear cloud. What is this thing? What kind of experiments were they doing out here? Who knows? Some waste paper, and I think this is where I need to... let's get them out of there real fast. Come on, guys. Let me try this first. Alright, that does not work. So the timed explosive that we got, we'll have to do. Well, let me quick save again, because I don't remember if this is the actual secret passage or not. So I did not find this in my first playthrough. I just got the achievement for it. What do we have back here? So this is Nina. If you remember in the second journal we read, he mentioned that he saw Nina heading off towards the laboratory with a gas canister and I think a gun. Strange devices cover a lot of space in this little room. Obviously somebody has been here recently. No experience for finding this though. I just found that a little odd. But alright, we're done here in Bunker 317. We have a direction to go in. Now we've already met with the Mushroom Cult and we have already gotten some quests for them. We've already started infiltrating their organization. But they have a bigger part to play than we've been led to believe. The plot thickens. And notice how only some of these guys had mushroom talismans on them. So there was obviously a confrontation between the guys with the talismans and the ones without. Alright, let's make our way back to the surface, and what I'm probably going to do from here is head west and go to the border guard fortress. And then I might head to Paragon after that. There's a couple quests for us to handle at the border guard fortress, and then we'll head to Paragon and we'll start doing a lot of talking there. But we also have a lot of quests in Paragon, so it's going to be a good mix between action and conversations. And it's not nearly as populated as Krasno, if I remember correctly. So it shouldn't take us as long to talk to all the citizens there. As you approach, you sense some hidden danger. The bunker was not that comfortable a place by itself, but now you feel with a deadly premonition of new troubles. As you leave the bunker and reach the outside, you notice that something is very wrong. The mustached man that opened the door for you before and his pal stand in the doorway, blocking it. He looks at you appraisingly, considering something in his mind, planning his next actions. Finally, he gives you a nod while staring you square in the eye. Hello there, my man. Found anything interesting? You said it yourself. What I find is mine for the taking. I said that when I thought I was speaking with an honest man. A thought crossed my mind since then. We spent days checking that place out, risking our hides for it. And you, were you spying on us in turn? That's not too honest of you, isn't it? We do all the work, and Subdu just jumps out and takes all the fruits of our struggle. That's not too nice. No, it's not. Were you spying on us in turn? That's not too hot. He's repeating himself. That's weird. Like the second half of the other paragraph, he's just repeating it. The man squints his eyes. His face takes on a serious expression. His partners grip their weapons tighter than before. Something is about to go down. I think you'd like to share the contents of your pockets with us, friend. You know, to set things right. I think he actually takes everything out of your inventory. I know some people were complaining about this situation, this event or whatever, because you couldn't avoid it. And if you go straight to Bunker 317 early on, this can be a very difficult fight. And if you don't have the abilities or skills to pass these checks, then it can be a real pain in the butt. But we're going to fight them because they had a lot of good loot. If you remember when we came and talked to them, they actually have some like good medicines and stuff. Things, valuable items on their persons. So, as if I'd hand my gear over to a wretch... Yeah, as if I'd hand over my gear to a wretch like you. Huh. I really didn't want to do this. But you left me no choice. Fire away, boys. End the conversation. Alright, so when it's my turn, I will have Fidel and... Oh gosh. Alright, we're gonna reload that. Those little bars went down. Yeah, so even at this level, they're a bit of a tough nut to crack. God, I wish I could talk. So tired. Alright. Jeez, okay. That works. Alright, this is where I heal up. And nothing to it. Hey, Hexogen leveled up. Fantastic. Shoot, one more level. He's going to go up this way from here. Because again, he doesn't get... I don't think the companions can use aim shot. So there's no reason for him to continue down this part of the skill tree. So he's going to go the defensive route and head up here. And hopefully get to Praetorian. I doubt he'll reach that before we finish the game, but... we will see. Alright, so they still have all the junk that we sold them, as well as some other stuff that will be good for selling. If I take all this, I'm going to have too much. We'll just have to grab the valuable stuff and dip out. A deck of cards. An old deck of cards. These days, playing cards are usually fashioned from unwanted books, so a real pre-war deck is quite valuable. If you say so, I'll take it then. Plus 10 speechcraft, oh. I think there is a hat that gives you plus 20 or plus 25. Digger's Key. Oh yeah, that's right, there's that chest over there. So we are going to be over encumbered going forward. I'm okay with that because we have a ton of money to make off of our loot. I'm going to check my companions' inventories real fast. How much... He can carry a little bit. How much am I over encumbered by? By about 7. Yeah, by about 7. Shoot. Well, he's got some space. Yeah, let's give him some weapons. There we go. Yeah, alright, that's good. Oh, in my hands, that's right. You don't use a lot of actual keys, if I remember correctly. Also, we can give this to Fidel. Better get to Hexagen, because Fidel might use a shield every now and then. So this will be better used on him. Did I get 2 of those? No, this is regular duffel bag. Alright, where is that key at? It fits perfectly and you open the door, and there's nothing inside of it. I don't remember that little detail. Alright, cool. Well, we're done here at Bunker 317. There's no reason to return as far as I remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit here, off camera. I'm going to head towards the Border Guard Fortress to the west. We'll take care of this stuff there, then we'll continue west to Paragon after we do all the quests at the Border Guard Fortress. And yeah, that'll cover us for the next few episodes at least. And sorry if my commentary was a little stunted this episode. I'm very tired. Yeah, so I'm going to head over here off camera. I don't think this is the location. I'll swing by and see if it is. If it is, then we'll start there next episode. And then we'll head toward the Border Guard Fortress. And then westward to Paragon after that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode.